have a pretty good story to tell you. Are you ready? Well, in the small town of Ravenshade, a chilling mist clung to the ancient graveyard like a shroud. Locals spoke in hushed tones about the old chapel at its heart, a place where the veil between the living and the dead seemed to wear thin. A group of friends, drawn together by their fascination with the supernatural, decided to embark on a ghost investigation. Armed with cameras and nerves of steel, they ventured into the shadows that concealed the mysteries of Ravenshade. The night was thick with anticipation as the group, led by Alex, a charismatic skeptic, approached the chapel. Their breath hung in the cold air as they crossed the threshold, their flashlight beams dancing on the worn stones beneath their feet. As they delved deeper into the chapel, the air grew colder and the atmosphere more oppressive. The ancient pews creaked beneath their weight, echoing through the silence. The flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows on the walls, creating a grotesque dance of shapes that seemed to move independently of the investigators. The group huddled in the center of the chapel, their breaths visible in the cold air. Alex tried to dismiss the tension with a forced laugh. "Come on, guys. This is just an old building. There's nothing here but dust and cobwebs." But as they began to set up their equipment, an unsettling feeling settled over them. Sarah, the sensitive one of the group, claimed she felt a presence, a whisper in the shadows. The others brushed it off, attributing it to nerves. As the clock ticked away, the group reviewed the footage they had captured so far. Normal sounds of old buildings settling, dust particles dancing in the air. Nothing out of the ordinary. Alex, growing bolder in his skepticism, mocked their fears. "You guys seriously believe in ghosts? This is just a bunch of nonsense." Just as he spoke those words, the atmosphere shifted. The temperature plummeted and the candles flickered violently. The group fell into a tense silence, eyes wide with fear. Suddenly, the cameras captured something that sent shivers down their spines. An ethereal figure, barely visible, glided across the chapel. It seemed to be draped in tattered robes, its face obscured by shadows. The group watched in horror as it moved with an otherworldly grace, leaving no footprints on the dusty floor. Fear took hold and panic set in. The group stumbled over each other, fumbling to grab their equipment. The apparition, aware of their presence, seemed to materialize out of the darkness, standing at the end of the aisle. Its eyes glowed with an unnatural light, fixing on the intruders. They rushed toward the exit, but the heavy door slammed shut with a deafening echo. The group was trapped, the cold silence broken only by the echoing footsteps of the specter drawing closer. Sarah, her voice quivering, whispered, "It's trying to communicate with us." The air grew thick with an otherworldly language, a chorus of whispers that clawed at the edges of their sanity. The apparition, a tormented soul trapped between realms, revealed a tragic tale of betrayal and unfinished business. In a desperate attempt to escape, the group pleaded for mercy, promising to help the spirit find peace. The atmosphere shifted again. The temperature rose and the oppressive weight lifted. The door creaked open, revealing the moonlit graveyard outside. As they stumbled into the night, the group realized the line between the living and the dead was thinner than they had ever imagined. Ravenshade, forever haunted by the echoes of the past, had shared its secrets with those daring enough to listen. The footage, later analyzed in shock and disbelief, revealed the unseen horrors of that fateful night. The chapel, forever etched in the memories of the investigators, stood as a silent testament to the chilling reality that some things are better left undisturbed, hidden in the shadows of the unknown.